President Trump's signature Big Beautiful Bill has precipitated an epic fallout between the US president and one of his once closest allies, tech billionaire Elon Musk. The vindictive blow-up played out publicly on social media, with both men using their respective platforms, X and Truth Social, to exchange criticisms. There is a summary of how the rift unfolded. Donald Trump kicked things off during an Oval Office meeting with German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, asked about Elon Musk's criticism of the Big Beautiful Bill. The US president told reporters, "Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we will anymore." Trump also told reporters he was very disappointed in Elon, telling them he knew every aspect of this bill. He knew it better than almost anybody, and he never had a problem until right after he left. He said the most beautiful things about me, and he hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that will be next. But I'm very disappointed in Elon. I have helped Elon a lot. Musk denied Trump's statement on X, beginning a flurry of posts that stepped up his feud with the president. Musk wrote, "False. This bill was never shown to me even once and was passed in the dead of the night so fast that almost no one in Congress could even read it." He went on to claim that without him, Trump would have lost the election, before bemoaning what he called such ingratitude. The president followed up by threatening to terminate Musk government subsidies and contracts, prompting a return threat from the SpaceX boss to decommission the Dragon spacecraft, which brought home astronauts stuck on the ISS for months, potentially throwing U.S. space programs into turmoil. Hours later, Musk rescinded the threat. Musk also suggested Trump should be impeached and that J.D. Vance should replace Trump, warning that Trump's global tariffs would cause a recession in the second half of this year, and claimed Trump was in the Jeffrey Epstein files. The White House described Epstein's assertion as an unfortunate episode. Meanwhile, Steve Bannon, a longtime Trump ally and Elon Musk critic, suggested there were grounds to deport the tech billionaire, who has U.S. citizenship. Bannon told the New York Times they should initiate a formal investigation of his immigration status, because I am of the strong belief that he is an illegal alien and he should be deported from the country immediately. The spectacular blowout between Trump and Musk sent Tesla shares into free fall. They dropped by about 14.2% on Thursday at market close, wiping roughly $152 billion off the value of the company. The decline in Tesla's shares price on Thursday knocked about $8.73 billion off Musk's total net worth, according to the Bloomberg Billionaire Index. The reported $152 billion drop also decreased the value of the company to roughly $900 billion. This is an interesting fight between Donald Trump and Elon Musk. And it's really interesting, given how close these two were some few months back. And all of a sudden, their so-called relationship has gone south. And this can actually lead to something quite sinister. Trump is already a little bit, jittery about this development. This is the very first time I'm seeing Trump a little bit, how do I put this word now? He's not vicious, he's not antagonistic, he's not roaring like he used to when it's something that he's overly sure with. I mean, this is somebody you are friends with, you guys married, so to speak, you guys were in bed. It's just like a man and a woman's relationship, and then all of a sudden it goes south, and then every of your dirty leaning is out in public. I can't imagine what's going on, in their heads right now. what's going on, because there's so much that has been released in the last 24 hours. There's so much that have been said. A threat of impeachment, a threat of cancellation of government contracts, a threat of, of a whole lot. And I'm just thinking to myself, what in the world will the Democrats be saying? I am in shock. Look, social media will be nasty in another 24 hours. I can imagine those who are supporting Trump and those who are supporting Elon, what would be going on the social media platform on X and on Truth Social. Jesus Christ. It will be a meltdown of ages. And speaking of the Epstein file, really, is it a ground of impeachment? Do you think that the House would summon the courage and impeach Trump, and then J.D. Vance takes over? How much influence does Elon really have on the strengths of the American government? How much of that? Does he have that power? Can he muster that strength? Is it really a fight, or there is something more that both of them are planning? How about if these guys are deceiving the world? Because this thing just happens too fast. I don't know. It just happens too fast. You know how these things can go. I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think, though. Just let me know what you guys think. So all the while, now I know this fight has given us an opportunity to learn a thing or two. All the while, Elon didn't like Donald Trump's tariffs policies. All this while, it is just now we're finding out now he's out of the government. So while he was there, did he ever mention it to Trump? Maybe, maybe not. You never could tell. It could be that he may have mentioned it and then Donald Trump probably didn't want to listen. And so the only way out is just to leave. Yeah, possibly. Possibly, because again, those of you who are in government, the thing is about time. If you find out that some of the policies of the government that you serve isn't really what you stand for, I think you should mention it while you are there. Let it be on record. I should also think that his status will not be in any way undermining the government if he mentions, maybe if in passing, that this tariff thing will derail the government. At least you've tried it and we've tested it and it's not working. How about we withdraw it and find something else to do, or find another way around this measure of tariffs with countries? Because like it delivered, you are also doing the same thing to your government, your own person, because the brunt of the so-called tariff would be felt on the consumers whom you have promised a better life. So how is it a better life if I'm spending more out of my pocket because of your tariffs? I understand that part of everybody's taking advantage of the American people, but again, there are ways you could go about it. That invite this government. Let's talk about it. Look, how about we do this and do this and do this, because this is it. One after the other if need be. Instead of going all out and mentioning this, doing this, we do this, then you put the entire nation, the entire country, the entire world into deep chaos, and everybody's, start trying to, latch in on what is left, which is not right. I feel that I've said several ways to do things. Several ways to do things, but Trump is Trump, and he's always right. But it does look like for Elon this time around, for this one, he isn't right. Anyways, I'm enjoying the drama. I don't know if you are. Just let me know what you think with what you have seen so far. But on the flip side, in the Nigerian context, I'm just thinking what fights that would happen right now that will be likened to what we're seeing with Elon Musk and Donald Trump. I'm imagining it. Think Jagaban versus Nyesom Wike. Damn it. It will be the sweetest fight ever. Nigerians have prayed. Some people have gone to the mountains for that fight to happen. Do you know what's going to happen? If Nelson Wike, that is the FCT minister under Jagaban, comes on and start fighting his boss, which is Jagaban, it will be an epic fight. I am beginning to even see the cracks. In his last interview, he kept saying that he made Tinubu win the elections, that he didn't like what Tinubu did with, suspending the governor, and that if he was told about it, that he would have advised against it, that in fact it would have been removing the outright removal of the governor completely. And then he saved the governor, against his will. So I can imagine what's going to happen if he decides, let me fight this guy. And everybody has actually said it, even public affairs analysts and journalists who have, who have a sense of, predicting what things can happen as 2027 beckons, that it is likely because of his antecedent, abusing Amechi, abusing Peter Odelia, abusing Mama Peace, abusing people practically who brought him to limelight, and saying that they are nobody compared to what he was about. Imagine that. So he has a tendency of carrying this kind of fight against Jagaban. But for Jagaban, Jagaban can really, as it stands now, demystify him. And Jagaban knows the kind of person Wike is. To tell you how smart Jagaban is, Wike has been trying to completely cancel the governor, Fubara, against Tinubu. To completely cancel him against Tinubu, so that the only person that Tinubu will be seeing for Rivers is Nelson Wike, which that this state, as it stands, most of the people who are in the Rivers state really don't like him. There are a few persons who still like him, maybe in the political elite, people he has helped, but down the street, people don't like his antecedent because of what he has done. While he was governor, yes, it was good, but now that he has left government, and now they're now seeing it as he is refusing to allow this guy to work, and so it's frustrating him. They just believe that he's the one, is the architect of what's going on in the university, that they don't like it. So all the plan that he has had is let Jagaban not see Similai Fubara as a solution to him getting Rivers State, just him, which Jagaban has largely demystified and said, I can't lose both of you, because if I follow Wike can be a betrayer and can flip-flop anytime. And so let me play the cards. He just tells Similai, go and meet your boss, settle with him, let me know what happens. So as it stands now, Jagaban can decide, Wike go, and still get Rivers. Why? Because he reinstates Similai joins APC, and then Wike is left in limbo, because as it stands, there is nobody Wike can muster, can convince to vote APC in Rivers State. No, as it stands now. And the president knows that he has spoiled his personality in the eyes of people. If Similai Fubara goes and asks people vote for APC, they will listen to him more than they would listen to Wike. That is what it is. That's what's playing out. So it's going to be an interesting fight. So that's the kind of fight that if it happens in Nigeria, it will be compared to what's going on in America between Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Quite an interesting piece. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you as always. Right.